I'm this cool guy on the internet, so you should listen to me. Stop watching porn, okay? Let's get down to business here. I feel like I haven't made a video in so long, it's been a while, but quick video here about awareness and the importance of awareness. I made a video a little bit ago about talking to yourself, which sounds really weird. It's not, but it's a good thing to do, and here's the reason for that, is that you need to be aware of, a lot of things, really. You need to be aware of what's going on in your life, of what's going on in your mind, all these different facets of really your entire existence play a role in your battle against pornography. Okay, what do I mean? Well, let's look at it like this. You have these 4 different, facets, we'll call them. And this gets a little bit hokey too, I know. I'm trying to explain a kind of hokey video, and I'm making another hokey video. It's not helping, but it's true, and here's the information anyway. You have these different parts of your life. There's the physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual, all this stuff. It all ties together, and it all plays a role in your battle against pornography. Now, here's the thing. You don't have a separate intellect or a separate set of emotions or a separate spiritual life that deals with pornography and that is separate from the rest of your life. So anything that impacts you or any of these parts of you in a negative way, and it can be from the rest of your life too, anything that impacts those is going to have a negative effect on your battle against pornography. And really that goes for any other sin too. I talk about pornography all the time, really. Any sin, any addiction, anything like that. It's all similar here. So whatever you're dealing with, the rest of your life, what happens there plays a role in that too. And the reason that some other outside event, some kind of breakup or family situation or business situation, something at work, something at school, the reason any of that can have an effect on your battle against pornography is not because they're directly related in some way. Sometimes they are, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is that you just aren't aware of the connections. And so when you start to think in a different way in your battle against pornography, when you've been, let's say you're doing well, you've been clean for like a week or 2 weeks or a month or however long, and you've been really focused, you've been really consistent in just denying those temptations and rejecting these temptations that are thrown at you, and then all of a sudden something happens in your life, and coincidentally, you start to feel different, and you start to think differently, and you think, okay, well, you start to get into those compromises, or you start to decide, well, maybe it's not really worth it after all, and I don't actually have to be strict about porn, or, maybe it's not going to benefit me the way that I think it will, and so I can just let it slide. Or maybe you're curious, and I wonder how much different it really is, my life now versus my life before I quit porn, and you're just curious about something and you want to see however it's rationalized, whatever the angle it comes from. You have to be able to realize that, hold on, maybe I'm thinking differently because my mind is being affected by something else in my life, by this other life event that is having some kind of an impact on whatever part of me is relevant here. It's the intellect, the emotion, the spiritual life, maybe your physical body. All these other things are indirectly connected to your battle against pornography. And because of that, it's important to be aware of those and to notice them. And one of the great ways to do that is to talk to yourself about them. Have a conversation with yourself and find out what's really going on. And again, that goes back to my other video about talking to yourself. That goes back to a lot of stuff I've been reading lately. It goes back to, really the person who I kind of learned it from was Mike Cernovich, and I'm not going to, plug all this stuff right now, but he's a pretty smart dude when it comes to this mindset stuff, and I've learned a lot by reading his work. He has a book called Gorilla Mindset, which sounds really, really hokey, and while you're reading it, you're like, this is nuts, this is whatever. I had to read it twice before I could start to benefit from it. But the self-talk stuff, literally just talking to yourself and questioning yourself, it's great for awareness, and that's why I made a video about it, so check that out if you haven't seen it. But anyway, the importance of awareness, it is so important, and this isn't going to necessarily make or break your efforts to quit porn, but it's another thing that's going to be very helpful, because when these things catch you by surprise, when you don't recognize the patterns, you don't recognize the connections between these other life events and your battle against addiction, it's easy for those to take you by surprise and to really put you at a disadvantage. And that disadvantage can lead to failure. And that is not what you want at all. You want to get every advantage that you can possibly get your hands on, and deny the enemy every advantage that he would like to get his hands on. This is first and foremost a willpower game, but it's also kind of there's a lot of strategy to it also, and so it's definitely important to leverage your own advantages and get rid of the enemy's advantages and deny him every opportunity that he tries to seize. Alright? So do that. Again, one of the ways you can do that is to be aware of what's going on. Be aware of the circumstances that the enemy might be trying to use against you. Okay? So get on that. Get on this self-talk stuff, this hokey, hippie, meditation, whatever you want to call it. But it's good. It's going to help you out. It helped me out. It has helped me out numerous times. There are times in these past 10 months I've been free of porn that I may have fallen had I not recognized the patterns and recognized where those thoughts were coming from, those thoughts that were not consistent with my principles or with, my stated goals. All right? Get on it, get to it, and win this thing, okay? You will win this. If you're committed, you're going to win. It's only a matter of time, so stick with it, all right? Have a wonderful porn-free day. Stay in prayer. Stay connected with God. If you like this video, then I have a channel. There's more videos there. I'm going to keep making more. I've been slacking lately, but going to get back on this. Subscribe if you want to keep up with that. I lost a subscriber. It makes me sad, but oh well. Life goes on. I will persevere. I will endure. And I will keep making videos about not watching porn. Alright, so look forward to that. Have a wonderful day. Again, God bless you guys, and I will talk to you later.